So there were really two movies in the year of our Lord 2025 that had like unreasonable hype going into them. They are One Battle After Another, which I reviewed last week, and they are Marty Supreme, which I'm reviewing this week. So we're getting back-to-back movies that you could describe as bangers that are going to get all sorts of nominations and plaudits. And I liked One Battle After Another, had some problems with it, but now I'm going to talk about this one, and I really did enjoy Marty Supreme. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Before we get started, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know whenever I post a new piece of content. If my voice sounds crazy, it's because yes, I am sick. Fortunately, I am on the back end of it, slowly starting to feel a little better, although my voice is certainly taking its time to catch up to the rest of me. Okay, so Marty Supreme. Timothée Chalamet seems like he's in every single movie these days. He's like the big budget tentpole main actor that everybody wants to see, and there is a reason for that. He is a phenomenal actor. He really does a good job disappearing into roles, and I think he is tremendous in pretty much everything. Dune 2 is might be my favorite movie of the last like 3 or 4 years, probably my favorite movie since The Last Duel, and I think he is fantastic as Paul Atreides, and I'm really excited to see what they come up with next for the final movie in that trilogy. He's also great in this movie. He plays Marty Mauser, who is a young, very like overly confident and kind of douchebag, essentially like young man who loves playing ping pong and wants to bring the world of table tennis to like the mainstream and forefront when it comes to American athletics and really world athletics. So he's striving to like become the best in the world. At this point, he is definitely one of the top table tennis players on the planet. And he gets himself in all sorts of trouble and hijinks throughout the course of the film. And it really is like one of his better performances. It covers a lot of emotional ground. He has like an actual real proper character arc. It's really cool to see this douchey character go through the ringer as he pursues his ultimate dream. And what I like about this movie is it takes itself just seriously enough. It manages to also be like really, really funny while also being a little dark and messed up. And it's exciting to see kind of a terrible person and character go through like this proper interesting arc. And the movie has this like extremely weird and laugh out loud funny introduction, and it ties directly into the ending. And I think the way it's done is actually kind of clever and really, really funny. And for a movie like this, completely just unnecessary and over the top. And I really love what Josh Safdie has done. He's one half of the Safdie brothers. They've kind of gone their separate ways. You've seen Benny Safdie he was in like Happy Gilmore 2. He had a fairly prominent role in Oppenheimer. You would know exactly who he is when you saw him. They put out Uncut Gems a few years ago, and that movie is like all sorts of insane and anxiety inducing. And that same kind of like cinematic style and flair that Safdie has in that movie, he brings to the table here. Really, really, really good soundtrack. It doesn't have that same level of like sitting on the edge of your seat, terrified for what's going to happen next for this character who's probably going to get the worst of it. It definitely has like its moments where you're like kind of deciding whether you're going to root for this guy or whether you actually are supposed to despise him. And the movie does cover a lot of interesting ground in that regard. And I really did enjoy it. The performance by Chalamet is like fantastic. I really do feel like he's probably going to win Best Actor at this year's Academy Awards. And I really wouldn't be surprised if he does. I think it's really up between him and DiCaprio in One Battle After Another for this. And Gwyneth Paltrow has a supporting role. She's tremendous. Really, everybody here is great and awesome. And I think this is a fantastic film. If there's one critique that I do have of Marty Supreme is that the movie does drag a little bit in the middle. And that's kind of unfortunate because it starts off like so well and so hyper that when it does slow down a little bit in the middle parts, it's really easy to tell and you can see it and it's pretty obvious what's going on. So really did love the movie overall. Definitely one of the better movies of last year. And that's what I thought. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think of Marty Supreme. Am I way off base? Is it the greatest movie you've ever seen? Or is it complete hot garbage? Let me know, and I will see you next Saturday at 9 a.m.